Long years ago, the Indian Army embarked on what is called the Coal Star Doctrine or the Sundarji Doctrine that was aimed at Pakistan. It comprised a series of multiple shallow thrusts, about 8 to 10 limited offensives into Pakistan, extending to about 10 to 15 kilometers each, all to be achieved within 96 hours. And in keeping with the doctrine of strategic restraint, the nuclear threshold was to be maintained. But with Pakistan choosing to react with a proxy and hybrid warfare involving non-state actors, but very proactively supported by the Pakistani army, India has to opt for other countermeasures. Ever since the Uri attack in 2016, India has adopted a new doctrine. It is called the Doctrine of Dynamic Military Response. Operation Sindoor is a manifestation of that response. As a result, a new normal has set in. This has ushered in a new situation. It is called the no war, no peace situation. This is what India's Army Chief General Upendra Dwivedi told the week. General Dwivedi said, and I quote, "Operation Sindoor reflects a clear and confident evolution in India's approach to counterterrorism. When people speak of a new normal or speculate about Sindoor 2.0, the Indian Army views it not as a slogan but as a strategic signal of resolve." The Army Chief laid out the key principles. First, there will be a decisive retaliation against any form of terror attack. Second, there will be no distinction between terrorists and their patrons or sponsors. Third, India will never cede to nuclear blackmail. In the meanwhile, India will keep the escalatory control in its own hands. With the conflict with Pakistan, the first one to be witnessed between two nuclear powers, it is critical that India maintains the control over escalation. Instead of knee-jerk reactions, there will be a well-laid-out doctrine of precise military operations that is just short of an all-out conventional war or even a nuclear war. And to do that, the Indian Army will take recourse to cutting-edge technologies in new war domains like cyber, artificial intelligence, unmanned and autonomous platforms. But it is not just with military offensives that the Indian Army is trying to maintain its edge. It has showed its diplomatic mettle too. After Galwan and the border fracas with China that led to lakhs of soldiers on both sides being deployed to the icy heights on the Karakoram and the Himalayas, the Indian Army engaged the Chinese military or the People's Liberation Army in protracted negotiations and engagements. As General Dwivedi says, more than 1,100 engagements with the Chinese were conducted in a single year. It happened at the corps commander level to the company commander level. It happened on the border meeting points, it happened in New Delhi, and it happened in Beijing and in other places. And at last, the thaw set in. Although the situation on the northern border is still considered sensitive even now, there is much better mutual appreciation of the situation on both sides. Stability on the border and normalization is therefore just a question of time. While history may not write reams on how India and China avoided a conflict that had the potential to blow into a war with catastrophic consequences, not just for the South Asian region, but for the world at large, posterity may judge it a little more kindly.